Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? My name is Robin. Welcome back to today's video. And inside today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what Canadian stocks I'm going to be buying inside my Canadian-based dividend portfolio on Wealthsimple Trade. So like usual guys, this video will be an update on my portfolio and I'll be showing you guys my holdings and showing you guys what stocks I'm going to be buying today. And in the previous video, I did a bit of a like goal where I told you guys if we got X amount of likes, I would do a tour of my apartment. So I did that video, so check the video out if you guys missed it. And in today's video, I'm going to do another challenge and I'm going to say, you know what, somebody left a comment on earlier videos saying they wanted me to show some of my cheaper recipes and stuff I make and how I save money with my healthy meals I eat. So in today's video, I'm going to make another goal. If we hit 150 likes on this video this weekend sometime, I'll do a video where I show you guys how I eat some nice cheap healthy meals. Maybe I'll make you guys dinner or something like that, and I'll show you guys some cheap recipes or whatnot. So if you guys want to see that video, be sure to smash the like button. If we get 150 likes on this video, then I'll do that video this weekend. And last but not least, if you guys want to support the channel, all my Wealthsimple Trade and all my different Wealthsimple affiliate links are in the description of this video, so check that out if you guys want. Alright, let's jump inside the portfolio and let's see how our stocks are doing on Wealthsimple Trade. Alright guys, so before we go any further, we'll do a quick little update like usual on the portfolio. So we are on week number 69, nice, of the portfolio, which is month number 16. So, you know, we've been slowly growing this portfolio over time and we finally got our TFSA. I'm actually approaching my maximum inside my TFSA. Actually, once I hit $30,000, I'm kind of like going to be right there. So I'm going to have to do some calculations and kind of just figure it out to be 100% sure. And then once we maxed our TFSA, we're going to have to start buying stocks inside a personal account, I guess, on Wealthsimple Trade. But anyways, guys, here's the TFSA. As you guys can see here, over the past day, I'll zoom out here just a tiny little bit. Our stocks are up $50, which is 0%. So not much happened in the market today. I guess some stocks went up, some stocks went down. But over the past week, we're up $368, which is a 1% gain, which is pretty good actually. And as you guys can see, as the portfolio grows and your money kind of grows over time, even just small little growths like 1% or 2% actually makes a good chunk of money at the end of the day. And you can see that here, over the past month, we're up 3% inside the portfolio, which is $900, almost $1,000. That's pretty good just for 1 month. Over the past 3 months, we're up 8%, which is $2,119. So really good growth starting this year. It's just been pretty much consistently going up, which is nice to see. And most of that is coming from Canadian stocks. And over the past year, our stock portfolio is up 13%, which is $3,315. That's an all-time high inside the portfolio. So that's really cool to see. And once again, this is over the past year. So we go year to year, it's up 13%. I think that's pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with that overall. And if we go all time inside the portfolio, once again, it's about that 13% since it's been a little bit over a year or whatnot. So that's a quick little update on how the portfolio has been growing over the past little while. And before I talk about what stocks I'm going to be buying today, you guys will notice that if you guys watch my channel, I'm more of a secure kind of long-term. I like to buy simple stocks that just have a good history of doing well. And when it comes to buying stocks, I know a lot of people get a little bit, you know, I watch the Discord and whatnot on our channel and whatnot. A lot of people get a little bit, I see the same questions come up like, what should we buy today? You know, should I buy this? Should I buy that? Is today a good time to buy stocks? And I always tell people, you know what, if you buy good quality stocks, it doesn't really matter if the stocks are up or if they're down, because, you know, at the end of the day, they're going to kind of grow over time. So if you can, you know, if things are going up, you're going to buy, it's not a big deal, right? And then if things are going down and you're buying, you can get it on a good sale, and nobody can predict the market. So I just like this simple way of investing. So in reality, you could pretty much buy any stock I hold inside my portfolio, and I would kind of classify that as a good stock to buy. So I kind of set my portfolio up like that. But nonetheless, we'll jump inside the portfolio and I'll show you guys what stock I'm actually going to be buying today. So let's do a quick little update on some of the stocks we hold here, just to give you guys a good idea on some of the solid stocks I have inside my portfolio that I think are always like, they're always like good stocks to buy. And as we kind of shift over to a personal account, I'm probably going to be like exploring some new stocks to add, but more or less it'll be more or less the same thing because these stocks just work for me. And slowly over time we will be adding more stocks, and that's kind of what we've done. You know, when we first started this portfolio, I started with 1 or 2 stocks, then we just slowly grow it, been growing it over time. So once we hit the personal account, that's probably when I'll start buying new stocks again. I'll just kind of keep things simple inside the TFSA. But as you guys can see here, you know, we have a lot of consistently just good solid companies here, and the one we're going to be buying today is a really good company, really solid Canadian company, and it's going to be TELUS. Now, we actually don't have a lot of TELUS shares inside the portfolio. It's actually one of my, if you go on the right column here, in this middle column here, you can see this shows you the total value and the number of shares you have. So, you know, I have more shares of some companies than others for sure. but TELUS is actually one of those companies that I actually don't have a lot of shares of, and TELUS is a good company. You know, they got hit a little bit hard with the pandemic, and that kind of pushed some of their return down, but I still think they're a pretty solid company. They're sitting a little bit low inside a portfolio at only 1% gain, but I do like this stock. It's nice and cheap, and they've had pretty good growth. If you go over the past 5 years, that's 21.5% growth. Once again, this doesn't look very good because of the fact that the pandemic pushed them down, so they basically lost 1 year of growth. So maybe they'd be sitting at that 30 to 40% range, which is pretty good, and they also are a good company with a good yield as well. So if I head on over to Simple Wall Street, which is a cool little website I've been using to kind of do some information on assessing the value of a stock and looking at some stats and whatnot. If we go over here, we can see over the past 5 years, like I mentioned, in stock appreciation, TELUS has only grown by 23%, which isn't that much. Now, if we turn on the dividend income from the stock, you can see that all of a sudden it paints a different picture. So this is why I always like dividend-based companies, because, you know, they're ones that are growing their dividends, right? Because you always have that guarantee that if the share price struggles, or if you have like a you know, if some kind of pandemic happens or some kind of thing in the market that pushes everything down, the dividends help you just to kind of slowly kind of secure things over time and help your return overall. So we can see over the past year, TELUS has been up 14.6% with reinvested dividends. Over the past three years, it's been 30%, which is once again pretty solid. That's a 10% range. And then over the past 5 years, it's up 54%. So once again, as long as you're reinvesting your dividend, which is what you should be doing, these kind of companies always generally tend to perform well in the long term. And if we head on over to Guru Focus, which is a cool little website, we can just quickly see the dividend growth of a company. We can see here that TELUS is kind of hovering around that 6.2 range of an annual dividend growth for their yield. So that means basically on an annual yearly basis, they're increasing their dividend by 6%, which is kind of in that middle range. It's good. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not too shabby either. As you guys like when I say that, that's kind of like a good solid range for the company there. So once again, I like the company because it helps me diversify, and overall I still think it's a pretty good telecom based company. So we have $127 inside of our TFSA to trade today, so I'm going to be buying about $127. So we'll put the order through here, which will be about be a little bit under 5 shares. So we're going to buy 4 shares of TELUS. We'll put that order through, and that's going to be the Canadian stock I'm going to be buying today inside my portfolio. But realistically, guys, you can buy any of these good companies. They're all-time good companies, and I still think they're really solid stocks to buy. And to give you guys some of an idea of what stocks actually own inside this portfolio, I got this cool little chart here from trackyourdividends.com. It's a cool little website I use. It's a free website to use to kind of just manage your portfolio a little bit. Really good for Canadian stocks as well. We can see some information about some of the different sectors and stocks I actually hold here. So you can see we have utilities, ETFs, industrials, energy, real estate, financials, all these cool different things here. And I do kind of wish this chart was a little bit better color coded, as this all these colors kind of look the same, but you guys can see like the different values here. So we have 13% real estate, 13% financials. It'd be cool if the ETF was a separate thing, but that kind of is what it is. But it just goes to show you how much, you know, of my portfolio actually have in ETFs. And if we actually click on the stock diversification, we actually can see the individual stocks. So go through this really quickly here. You guys can see my biggest holdings are VDY.TO and VFE, which represents about just under 60% of the portfolio. So these are 2 ETFs, as you guys can see. And then we have Manulife, which is 4.88%, about 5%. We have RioCan, which is about 7%. RNW, some of these other ones are just like small little chunks here and there that I'm just kind of investing a little bit, as you guys can see. And then we have AQN, which is Algonquin Power and Utilities, at 3%. CNR at 1.6%, and Fortis at 2%. HREIT at 6%, which is actually higher than I thought. As you guys can see, we do have a little bit of real estate, about 10% inside the portfolio, and then TD is my biggest individual stock holding at about 9% right there. And then we have XRE, which is a tiny little percent as well. So this is a cool little tool you guys can use. You guys can sign up if you want to kind of see a little bit more information about your portfolio, and they're slowly upgrading and adding new features over time. And of course, guys, because this is a dividend-based portfolio, and the goal of this portfolio is basically to live to some degree, hopefully one day, 100% off my dividend income, but we're slowly working our way there. You guys can see here's the dividend payments over the past couple days, over the past month or so. Nothing really new lately, other than, speak of the devil, we did get a dividend payment from TELUS on April 1st, which is $2.80. So that's all we got so far over in April, and that's kind of funny that that worked out. I happened to buy TELUS today, and we have to get that dividend. I did not plan that. That's just funny how that works. But yeah, the only dividend we got so far for April was TELUS, but towards the end of March, as you guys can see, we did get a bunch of other dividends dividend payments from some other companies like R&W, TransAlta Renewables, XRE, which is an ETF, BIP.UN, CNR, National Railway, Shaw Communications, VYMI, Manulife, Savaria Corp, VDY, RioCan. So once again, we will be getting a bunch of these REIT payments coming in soon. So maybe sometime later this week or whatnot, when I do another video update or something like that, we'll probably see some of those dividends roll in. And here's dividend income spreadsheet, so you guys can see how much dividend income this portfolio has made us over time. So as you guys can see, I'm basically just tracking this on a monthly basis, just to show you guys how our dividend income has been growing over time. So you guys can see in March we made $69, which is close to $70, which is pretty good for the portfolio. In April, so far we only have $2.80, but you guys can see that steady increase over time. And we are taking these dividends and we're reinvesting them back inside the portfolio. And you guys can see the total dividend income earned for the portfolio. So somebody asked me in a previous video, what is this dividend income inside the spreadsheet? Well, this is basically, okay, so in January of 2020, the first month outside this portfolio, we got paid 0.44 cents for dividends. That's all I'm doing is tracking the monthly dividend income. That's all this is. So in May we got $12, in March we got $69, in February we got $49 in dividend payments. That's all that is. And then this at the bottom here, this total dividends is just all of these dividends for the previous months added up together as a total. So that's, I hope that doesn't confuse you guys, but I just wanted to, somebody did ask me a question in a previous video if this was like a percentage or a growth rate. It's just raw numbers, and that's all that is. So just kind of wanted to clarify that for some of you guys in case you were not too sure about it. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, let me know as well. And like I said before, if you guys do enjoy the video, smash the like button. It really helps out. If you guys want to watch more content from the channel, I'll put an end screen. You guys can click on some videos if you guys want to watch some more of my content. But other than that guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys had a good Easter weekend and take care, and I'll see you guys later.